What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another portfolio update. In this video, I'm going to walk you guys through all the moves from today and going to update you guys on some moves that I'm looking at in the near-term future as I'm seeing some great opportunities present themselves. If you guys could smash the like, that would be really awesome. And we are nearing 500 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do so you don't miss any updates. I just want to start this video by acknowledging that I got to witness history. So I am a absolute diehard Baltimore Ravens fan, and this is a picture, an incredible photo from a looks like a photographer that was on the field level. This is the start of the longest run in Baltimore Ravens history by Derrick Henry right here. He had just been given the ball. You can see this massive hole that he was running through, and yeah, he took it to the house, 87 yards. Very first play of the game, and for the Ravens, and the just crowd went absolutely ballistic. It was a really incredible moment, and awesome to be there for it live. So yeah, not that you guys care, but it's my channel. Okay, so today was pretty much we've had a lot of flat days, honestly. Pretty flat in this account. Main movers from today, Amazon down 1%, Palantir's up, holding strong, 1% in the green, CrowdStrike down 2%, and Riot down 5%. Cash is now sitting a little bit higher at 2,837. So made a couple moves in several accounts, so just try to stay through the whole video. So Friday, I didn't get a chance to do a video, but I rolled my M-Phase 112 calls, just moved them forward 1 week to this Friday, and moved the strike price up to 114. I was actually able to collect a nice credit of a little over $200, and so I'm hoping to be able to get out of that trade by the end of this week. And then I bought back the Riot calls for $14 that were expiring Friday. Literally, like the 3:59 p.m. Riot started to like shoot up a little bit. So instead of just letting that expire worthless, I paid back a small debit to do that. And then today I sold some ELF puts. So I chose $95 strike price and collected very nice credit of $404 for only one contract. Expiration date is November 1st. So just looking at the ELF chart, it seems to be pulling back into a nice area of support here. One of my favorite strategies is after you see this nice area of support formed, sometimes I will choose to go ahead and sort of get in before a green candle. So normally if I'm buying stock, I would not have bought ELF here today. I would have waited for tomorrow and see if we got one of these slight green candles, because I like to see that buyers are stepping in to make sure that that support holds if possible. But as far as selling puts, we like to sell them out of the money. That way, you give yourself a little bit of cushion. And with the 95 strike price, I'm giving myself a pretty nice cushion. As we see, 95 is not even on the screen here, so it would have to come down pretty significantly. But you want to make it's best to do sell puts on red days because you get compensated more for taking that risk. So yeah, that's a little strategy I like to use as far as the difference between buying the stock versus selling the put. And then obviously pulling back in under 30 RSI is another reason why I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one today. So that was it for the main account. Did make some nice moves in the Robinhood, so let's look at that one next. Robinhood was down big today, 6%. First thing I did was close out the cover call that I sold on last Friday. So that was basically only open for a day because I sold it on Friday and then closed it out for a 30% gain today. So until Celsius proves to me so this was 30% for $135. Until Celsius proves to me that it can sustain these up moves. So we had a fake out here, fake out here, fake out here, fake out here. So until it can prove to me that it can sustain back to back to back green days, I'm going to continue to sell cover calls at these levels, even though it's not best practice to do so, because on a little bit of good news, this when a stock is this beaten down, it can make a nice up move. So I decided to close those out today, not only because it's up 30% in a day, but we are pulling back into an area of support here. So tomorrow might be a nice up move. So we'll see. Okay, so next thing I did today was I bought some leaps. So I bought Snow 110 calls. So these are leaps. Expiration date is going to be January 16th, 2026. So I chose the 110 call because I like doing that kind of 70 delta, and that's right where these are at. So my break even on this trade is 140.85. So everything when I'm buying leaps is all about risk reward. So when I'm looking at, this is the recent Snow chart, I'm seeing a nice bottoming out formation. So buyers are stepping in near this like 110 to 115 level. And then if we look at just the 5-year chart, we're pretty much sitting at an all-time low. We do have these lower wicks right here where we got down to 110, and then we got down to like 107. It looks like during the carry trade event, but we're pretty much sitting at an all-time low right here. The stock's been as high as 429, and now it's in the low 100s. So I don't have to be a huge advocate of the company to look at this and say, I think my risk reward level is pretty good. And buying leaps as opposed to buying stock here lets me build a leveraged position. And, so worst case scenario, I think we go down on the leap, 20, 30, 40%. But best case scenario, we know, I think we could move back to this 237 during that time between now and January 2026. And, obviously leverage options are going to do much better. So I could see myself building this into maybe a $10,000 position. So this is basically my first bullet. So I could buy 3 leaps and, collect some decent cover call premium by doing that, being able to sell calls on that leap instead of having to buy 100 shares. So this is a really a play that I'm really interested in, to be honest. Not really like choosing Snowflake over Palantir, but I think it's a position that could recover and do pretty well. And I'm sized appropriately for that. So that was that one. I think that was all the moves as far as today. So still got these Celsius calls that are now down 36%. And then the only other thing that I hold in this portfolio is the Ethereum 2x leverage, which is at a break even now. And then I like to use this as like stocks on my radar portfolio. So now I've made a move on ELF. I also checked out Boeing today, but it's kind of more on a falling knife stage than I would like. So waiting for a little more sideways action. Made a move on Snow. Still interested in Intel at these levels. And then obviously already holding Celsius. So that's that. Let's check out the crypto portfolio really quickly. Down 6,000 in the past 24 hours. Just taking a little breather. I just looked at all of these charts individually, and they're all still making nice up moves, but just sort of taking a breather right now as Bitcoin, consolidates a little bit above its 200 moving day. Things I'm looking to add to are Aerodrome, Render, and Ondo, as well as some new positions I'm considering are Super and SUI, SUI. If either of those come back down, those will probably make it into the portfolio. So we'll see. I'm definitely excited about this one. And then lastly, looking at just the near-term expiring options. Let's see. We have Amazon, October 11th, 190 calls that are now up 51%, $224 profit on that one so far. ELF is just put that on today. Got the Enphase 114 calls that expire on Friday, so we'll monitor that one. The Palantir is all for late October, mid-November. Same thing with Shopify. Actually, that one expires 11th, so we have 73 calls that expire on October 11th, and those are down almost 500%. as Shopify has done really, really well. Yeah, Snow, we got the 104 puts that are up 20%. So got a couple different ways that I'm playing Snow right now. And then Tesla, of course, we have the 18 October 260 calls, which are down 137%. So that's probably not going to do much until the event. And then that option is going to move one way or the other. All right, that was everything. Covered everything for you guys today. That's all I had. If you guys have any comments, questions, or constructive criticism, drop it down in the comment section below. I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, take care and God bless.